think I am back. I am in business. I've tried to do this like I don't even know how many times. Um, wow. I'm trying to do this. Okay. Great. So I was over on I'm trying to be fancy, right? The goal is evolution. The goal is continuous evolution. So I am trying to stream on all my platforms at the same time, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So happy International Women's Day. And I wanted to jump on here and give a message. At first, I thought I would just do an Instagram live and just share it out. But then I thought, why not? I have the platform, I have the applications. Why not try and use them, right? So this is the first time I am doing that. So yay me. Alrighty, so today is celebrated International Women's Day, and every year there's a theme and an action, right? And this year, based off of the International Women's Day website, the action is this, right? Like a strong man. I think that's what I saw. But the theme is accelerate action. Accelerate action. All right. My father had this saying. Let me mute these. My father had this saying. He used to say, "Get cracking," right? When we would be maybe slow to go in the shower, maybe we had to go somewhere, he would say, "Come on, get cracking," right? And so accelerate action, get moving, let's go. And when I think about accelerating action, uh the quote came to mind last night because I was like, what am I going to say for International Women's Day? I want to share a message. There's so much I want to say, but what am I going to really say? And the quote that came to mind was, "You must do the thing you cannot do." Usually, when we have to take action of some sort, it's scary. It may be for the first time. We're stepping out of our comfort zone. And so I think the quote, "You must do the thing you think you cannot do," is very relevant for Women's Day. And I just want to share with you a few things that are on my heart as it relates to women. Now, what would I say? What would I share with you to help advance um, the progress and equality and all that for women? As a woman, uh, growing my business, the People's Brand, um, sitting right now, working at my 9 to 5 in a very senior leadership role, I will tell you some of the things that I've seen that can help advance women, because I think that we need to bring it really, it needs to be applicable to where you are. And so when I was thinking about what I wanted to say, these are the things that came up. So the first thing is, I want you to, when we talk about taking action and accelerating action, is never stop investing in yourself. Never stop investing in yourself. And you as a woman, if you are a woman, or if you identify as a woman, or even as a male, because a males play so much, you know, they play a huge role in this, for us, for our success. And keep investing in you. Don't stop learning. Don't stop growing. I wanted to share with you a story of a girlfriend of mine, and she had it. This is way back when she had she was being offered um a promotion, and she was scared to death, and she was wondering. Let me see, I think I have a chat capability. Cool, this is so cool. I have a chat capability. um she was wondering like, how am I going, she was being offered a promotion, right? And she was like, how am I going to do it? I spoke to this person and they told me I didn't have this, and they told me, and I said to her, I will help you, I will help you, you take it, you never say no, you never say no. um don't say no, you take this role. And it was because of what I told her. She took that role. And right now, I am so proud of her. I am so proud of where she is at in her career. She's in a senior role. And sometimes we need, as women, we need to tell other women, hey, I got you. Take that position. I will help you. Obviously, if somebody doesn't have the capacity, don't do that, right? Because you would be setting them up for failure. And that's the other thing. Don't set up people for failure. Don't egg them on. And I'm not saying to discourage them, but don't egg them on. Don't give them false promises, and they don't have the capacity. But back to my point, if you interact with someone and you see that they have the capacity, that they can do it, that they're just scared, that they need that one word of encouragement to push them over the edge and to elevate them further, you do that. That is how you take action. And I feel like as women, we need to seek out more of those opportunities every day. There's an opportunity to give someone a word of encouragement. There's an opportunity to help people to shine, right? To help people to shine where they are. And so keep investing in you. This same friend, I think it was last year, she had to give she was invited to be on a panel, and I was looking at it and I was cheering her on. I thought to myself, oh my God, she is so eloquent. She looked amazing. She showed up and she showed out. And afterwards, I was telling her of how proud I was of her. And she said something that was very shocking. She said, Waveney, when I was invited to do this, I went on your business page and I looked at your videos. I was shocked. She said, I looked at your videos, I looked at how you present yourself, I looked at how you spoke, and that just gave me the courage and inspiration. And I don't think she understood how much that meant to me, because I'm on this journey growing my business. Many of you know, I tell you, I'm an introvert. I am an introvert. I am an introvert, and every time I say it, I laugh, because everything I do is not introverted. I am out there. I am on live stream. I'm finding a way to stream on all my platforms at the same time. I'm showing up, but I'm showing up because I have a purpose, and I'm showing up because when I think about her comment, how could I not show up? Maybe there's somebody out there that has a dream, and perhaps something that I am saying will inspire them. And so never stop investing in you. Take that action in yourself. That is how you accelerate and elevate other women around you, by you being an example. All right. The next thing I want to speak about, which is very close and dear to me, is support women in leadership roles. I am in a leadership role. And if anybody had told me that it would be so difficult being, you get promoted because you're great at what you do. But many times when you sit in these spaces, people don't like that. Weak leaders don't like strong women. Let me say it again. Weak leaders don't like strong women. I have experienced that. I've experienced people telling me to my face, you're not the boss of me, right? And this is something that I feel like, and I'm going to speak more about that, because I think this is not spoken about enough. Women who are in leadership roles, they need that support. They need that support. They need even you going by and saying, hey, I know today was a tough day for you. I just want you to know I care. Hey, I brought this for you because I saw that you had a tough couple weeks. I've had people like that in my circle, people around me who I don't know if they realize how much that meant to me, right? So support women in leadership roles, because it is very difficult to do a great job. And many people who do a great job, they go through so much. They have challenges, but they also go through those personal and systemic and attacks from males, from males. um, and you can't tell me otherwise because I live that, right? And so I know when I sit here, I don't speak because I can speak. I speak because I know, and sometimes it's tough. Many times it's tough, and you want to not do what you're supposed to do, right? You don't want to. You're like, this is too hard. But if you're doing this, is how you know you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job when you get those attacks. You're doing a great job when some weak man will have some sort of comment, or they when when they're not telling you things to your face, they're telling you things to your back. And this is not to bash men, but I think people need to hear this. And any strong woman, and any woman who is doing a great job, she will tell you that I am not lying. She will tell you I'm not lying. So support the women in leadership who are doing a great job, right? Because it takes strength to do the right thing. It takes strength to be in a room full of people who have different opinions and say, I don't agree with that. It takes strength not to get very emotional. And that's the thing. Women are all always chastised for being sorry. I am so passionate about this. Women are always being chastised for being emotional. It's okay to show emotion. It's a sign of strength. It is a sign of strength. And I had a male leader who I consider to be a great leader told me that. So support your women in leadership. I am so sorry if I went off track there, but I am so passionate about it. You can just say, I understand, I appreciate what you do, you listen. The other thing too is judgment. I remember I had this situation where I had a leader and he was new. And what I didn't know was the other men, for some reason, they didn't like something I did, and they didn't they didn't like the advice or the guidance I gave them. And many of you know I'm in HR. So I am in that department that people, you either love us or hate us, or you understand us, right? And I remember um, my leader coming to me and sharing some information and say, hey, this is what this person told me. And he didn't do it in a way to make me feel bad, but he said, I don't understand what's going on. Why do you think they said this? And I smiled. I smiled to myself because, again, when you are doing a good job, you get attacked. You get attacked, and often in very vicious ways. And it's always surprising to me that people don't understand that you and I, we could have a difference of opinion, and we could walk away and be okay with that. I could support you. Like, you can have a different opinion uh, of what I'm doing or the advice I'm giving. I can have a different opinion, but at the end of the day, we respect, and that's the word, respect, and we understand each other. So this happens a lot to women in leadership roles. So support them, support them. If you are a man, you can speak up when somebody is saying something that is not true, or something that is very judgmental and harsh, or even very overly critical of someone, of a female within your organization. You can speak up. You can speak up, because we need more men like that. We need more people you know in the professional environments in our society, who understand respect. And respect is just honoring what someone says. Like, I don't have to agree with you, but at the end of the day, I understand that you have a different lived experience than me. And so we're not going to be the same, right? And so support women in leadership. I know I went off on a tangent there, but it's something that's dear to me because I live it. I live it all the time. And I feel like I have to use my voice, especially on Women's Day, to let people know that these things do exist. And then um, check bad behavior, right? Check people's bad behavior. You're in a meeting or you're in a forum and somebody is saying something that is not true, that is very, very mean and hurtful and harmful to someone's character and integrity. Check them. Don't be a part of that. Do not be a part of that. You know, we every year we celebrate Women's Day in March, and there's all these accolades, and it's almost as if, for one, people understand. Well, another day, because Mother's Day is the next one, right? Um, it's almost as if, for one day, people just recognize that, yeah, women, but do you really support them? How are you taking action? How are you taking action to support the progress and elevation and equality of women? It's okay to say Happy Women's Day. It's okay to give somebody some flowers. Yeah, that's fine. But okay, where's the deeper action? Like I said when I started this, you must do the thing you cannot do. Because speaking up and saying to someone, hey, I don't think that's a fair comment to make, um, you know, for in fairness to this person, right? Especially if they're not present, it takes courage to do that. It takes courage to check bad behavior, but we must do so, male or female. Okay. And then, lastly, support women's dreams. Support women's dreams. I'll give you an example. The other day I was in Port Zante. I went into the coffee shop there, and this guy came up to me and he was like, hey, how is the people's thing? I think it's the people's thing, he said. How is the people's thing going? I said, it is the people's brand. No, I took offense to it, because if you're going to ask someone about their business or what they're into, don't, you know come from a place. Don't dumb it down. Don't, I can't find the word. Don't just be blasé about it. Ask true questions. Or if you don't know enough, you could say, how's your business going? Use the appropriate choice of words. By him saying, how's the people's thing going, it's all almost like, well, how's that little thing over there that you're doing? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I'm streaming on 3 platforms right now. You do not play with me, right? And we have to, support women's dreams. We say it a lot, support small businesses, support, in an entrepreneur's mind. I don't like the word small, my growing business. In an entrepreneur's mind, their business isn't small. This is a dream. This is a dream. Business will start in a business. You come face to face with yourself. You come face to face with your fears. And sometimes you're holding a vision that not a lot of people see. Sometimes you're the one, you have to hold on to that vision, even when no one else around you sees it. And it could be from starting a business, or maybe this, you have a dream to, I don't know, go to school or do something or elevate, and that may not be something that your current environment has seen, right? And so support women's business. Don't just buy, right? Don't just buy to say, oh, I bought and I supported the business, but speak about it, refer it, ask them, especially for entrepreneur. I know that when people ask me about the people's brand, I get excited and I want to share, right, what I'm doing and stuff like that. But many times we approach, it's almost as if we don't have anything to say. And so we're just like, oh, well, how your little business doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not how we accelerate action. That's not how we elevate women. That's not how we will influence and impact women to be on that equality level, right? It can't just be that March 8th, Happy Women's Day, and this is all we're doing, right? We have to take action. And these are three types of actions that you can take. Invest in yourself. If you're a woman, invest in yourself, right? Continue investing in yourself. If you lead women, invest in them. Send them to a training, recommend an article, invest in them, take that action. Second thing is support women in leadership roles. You never know. A strong leader, a good leader is being attacked. They have challenges, they have difficulties, and often they've had to overcome. Sometimes women, it would be at the hands of other women. Sometimes it would be at the hands of men in when men have that sort of mind, those sort of mindset. And the other thing too is check behavior. Speak up, have courage, speak up on someone else's behalf, especially if it's something that is not true. Even if it is true, remove yourself from the conversation, right? And then support women's dreams and their goals. And it goes beyond just buying. It goes beyond just buying. Ask intelligent questions. Check your language. Language is so important. Check your language. And this is how we can, bring women up. This is how we can really make an impact for International Women's Day and beyond. So if you're hearing this, I'd like for you to consider taking one action. What is one action that you can take that you probably hadn't thought of, right? That you can go into the week and beyond and say, you know what, I'm going to look for this opportunity, or I haven't been doing this, or I haven't considered X, Y, and Z, right? But no, I'm going to consider it. So take action. You must do the thing you think that you cannot do. Have courage. Happy International Women's Day, and share this message out with someone who needs to hear it. Bye.